with OnEBoard crew. I'm with Peggy and Bob, and it's our number 9 tech topic. We are exchanging what we learned this week. And that's starting with me. I stayed mostly offline because of the monstrous news from neighboring Turkey and Syria. So I learned a little, but one thing that is important, and I want to record here with Bob and Peggy and all who are watching, is the indexing. Google Search Central announced that they are indexing the artificial intelligence created content, same as they are indexing any useful content. So if you are creating content with artificial intelligence tools, chatbot, etc., you can check the link below. I added. It's Google Developers blog, and it's very clearly and precisely listing how Google is going to index and is already indexing, because Google, they also have artificial intelligence content created since a long time. So nothing new, nothing stressful for content creators. And with that, I pass to Peggy.
I think artificial intelligence chatbots are really the big topic of discussion this past week. And it is interesting that Google said that they don't really care how content is created as long as it meets, their requirements for high quality, and that it's trustworthy and based on experience and expertise. But one thing that I thought was really interesting, bad for Google, is that they made this announcement that they have an AI chatbot called Bard. And people were really disappointed in the announcement because it's actually not ready to use. It's just like with trusted testers right now. And then they showed like a little demo in their ad, just a little video, and it's supposed to be cute and interesting. And some of the information that the chatbot provided was not completely correct. And there was a drop in Alphabet stock and people are upset. But what I find interesting is that all of this chat GPT generated stuff that people are so excited about, it just makes things up. It's not, the chatbots aren't intelligent in any meaningful way. They are using a large language model that uses predictive text. And so for a lot of these, like Chat GPT 3, I think it's called, it just will generate anything. So if you give it a prompt, it will generate a response, even if it just makes things up. Or I've seen people say it hallucinates things. So it's interesting to see that Google is held to this really high standard where their chatbot providing information is expected to be 100% accurate, which is good. But at the same time, it's weird that people are still so excited about these other chatbots that just give really well-formatted, confident-sounding false information. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Yes. I agree with Peggy. We just finished the video meetings conversation on Twitter. I hosted, and right now we are streaming from Google Meet, where we have noise cancellation, we have captions, transcript. Right now we have the transcript turned on, and after the event we will have the text. And everyone is using a lot of artificial intelligence features these days via Google, via other products and companies, very specifically on their everyday work and life. That's why if I try the Microsoft product, I'll check it on search, that's for sure. Because the search is aggregating so many data offline, online, for so many resources. And this index is something I'm used to work, to like, it's already part of me for so many time. I don't have needs to trust a bot. Oh, with that said, but you never know. For any specific work, there's a specific artificial intelligence extension, application. That's why everyone should try everything and implement it for themselves specifically. And Bob, what did you learn this week?
Well, first, if I could follow up on what Peggy and you just talked about, I find it especially hard to believe that Google isn't leading the parade on AI, and that with all the people clubbing down the top social media companies, in our country because they're controlling everything, it just so happens that Google really isn't, that they're not leading development of this tool. So getting back to my own personal struggles, I got some messages. I have Creative Cloud from Adobe, and part of that is video software called Premiere Pro. And I got a little note from them saying that, hey man, the application could crash because you have a graphics card that has software that isn't working well with Premiere Pro. And I'm thinking, oh, that's wonderful. But I can tell you nothing happened because I didn't upgrade the software to the graphics card. So apparently they're still in simpatico. But anyway, it made me think that, hey, if to go to a greater crash where the entire computer crashed, I did go back and I found that I hadn't been backing up all my photos for the last couple years. And I've got like, I think 2.5 terabytes of photos.
Wow.
Yeah. And, but the good thing is that I've already got nearly a third of it already backed up. And tonight I'll be going through another process. It takes a couple hours to get that to an external hard drive, but I think it's okay. And that just want to let everybody know that, hey, don't forget about your own needs, especially, if you're into photography, back those photos up to a place where, in case your desktop or your laptop does fail, you can always retrieve that from some other location safely. So that's my tech tip. Yep.
That's a great one thing, but important for endless learning. And thank you so much for sharing this. As always, we advise your own site, your own backups, your own devices come first this year, specifically with the dynamics that is unpredictable everywhere. Thank you again for watching. And we will be 1 week. We are live streaming every other week. So come again and check the links with Peggy's updates for this week, Bob's short videos, and I'll add the Google Developers blog to the indexing of artificial intelligence created content. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.